Hello everyone and welcome to your show Around Kuwait. This is your host Abdulaziz Darwish. As usual in our show, we're sharing to you about what's happening, the trends, the events and everything happening in the state of Kuwait with anything. That's why, because our camera crew traveling everywhere to share with you about the latest things happening that we call the most important and the new events. And before we start, I would like to greet our working crew and also our co-host Rita. Hello Rita, happy to see you today.
Good evening, Aziz. Of course, it's my pleasure to be hosting with you again. And good evening, dear viewers. As Aziz said, we have a lot of great segments this evening and topics that we're going to be talking about. And I think, Aziz, our show is very well-rounded when it comes to information and really covering everything that's happening here in Kuwait.
And today, sometimes in our show Around Kuwait, we are interviewing distinguished guests specialized in their field. And today we'll talk about certain topic. We call it as a hobby or maybe as a business. When we noticed this time the collectors' demand are increasing in Kuwait. The demand is high. People have a dice cast about the cars, about prototypes, different things, figures. But today we'll talk about something else.
That's absolutely right, Aziz. So collecting things is becoming more and more popular. And today we're going to be talking about collecting something very special. So we'll tell our dear viewers about that, but of course after this break.
We are back to our show again Around Kuwait. We saw already a report about, we talk about today our topic. And today we are very delighted and happy to interview Mr. Hussein Al-Hazza. He is already an airplane models collector enthusiast. Hello and welcome to our show Around Kuwait.
Hello and thank you for inviting me today to explain the hobby. Actually, we said is something is a real hobby, not that much because as you mentioned in your report, that die-cast of cars models, and also I will add enemy also.
Right.
But today, as you mentioned to me, is a die-cast of aircraft model.
Exactly.
And thank you for inviting me today to explain that for people.
Thank you for being here. Me and Aziz are very excited to get to know more about collecting planes. But in the first place, I want to know what inspired you to start collecting planes and even building them?
Actually, this type of hobby is, we can classify it as a vintage or can classify it as something classic, need to put it at home. For example, in the office, for people who work in the airport, for people, fans of aviations, they like to get these models. Also, some people need to know about the history of aircraft.
Yes.
Some aircraft it's dead or don't need to read about. Like some people don't know how to read about aircraft, and they couldn't find the books about aircraft. The old one.
That's right.
Actually, they wanted to keep something by their hand about the models, the series of the aircraft, such as Boeing or Airbus, the old series since they built it up since Boeing or Airbus. So this is what I wish to have all series of airplane models for different airlines, for different type of aircraft, different sizes, to know about history of each aircraft. And also this is the part of hobby, not just to know
just
about
like for fun, entertainment.
Of course it's for fun actually, but for fun need to improve it also, not just for fun to keep it in the home. Yeah.
Of course.
So this is like his passion, Rita, to be like, and he's like an airplane model collector enthusiast, and he collects a variety of collections. But during in the off-air, he spoke to us about his already certificate. You are actually studying aviation engineer, so you are into the airplane for all of your life.
Yes.
And but in the actual, in a reality
That's
time,
right.
you've been in the airplane, you are maintenance, and you are fixing it, and you are checking all the time the fuels. So like it's your certificate and also something like related together with your hobby also.
Yes, I joined my studies of aviation maintenance I mean the field of my work to the hobby. I joined it and I developed it to be like this hobby, to be different type of die cast of airplane models. Actually, I start when I did my degree of aviation maintenance. That was in 2016. Also, since once I start my degree, I start also collect the first airplane model that was made up of wood, and it doesn't have any detailed, but the thing is, I get the first models. That the point is the zero of the models, and now I have about 1,772 plane models.
Oh, wow.
Above 1,700 airplane models, Rita. Different style, ideas, collections, international, local, and everyone has its own story by its own, Rita.
Exactly, especially that you have very rare models. And honestly, I wouldn't remember. Like, I love how you know the specifications of each airplane, the story behind it, as he was telling us during our break. So to know that much information, honestly, is very interesting. But I really want to know, what was the first plane model you had?
Actually, first plane models was is a work with a turbo shaft that the airplane models Cessna, which is the history of the Cessna back to 1970s, which is the very old models. And this was made of wood. Get it from shop in Mubarakia. So
It's like by coincidence you got it?
Yes, actually, yes. Then I need to develop this hobby. I found myself, I like this hobby. I like to develop. Why I get only the wood? Why I go to up and up? And I saw some people that collect die cast of car models. Then I thought, is there any like for plane models?
For chance for airplanes?
Exactly. Then when I searching in Google and asking some friends in my work, and my field, and they said yes, there is. I tried to search and I found too many shops in the world, and there is too many different companies. They made this type of plane models, and I know that there is two type of plane models, that not just die cast. Also there is a resin models. And there is a die cast that has the details. We can do the details like an antenna, landing gear, the livery of the airplane models. And there is a different, it's worthy than resin, and the resin is a lighter than die cast, and so on. For plane models like a die cast, actually I start with the wood, I said, but after that it's development until I get the die cast. Then so first of all wood, resin, which is type of a plastic.
Okay.
Nice.
After that I go with the die cast, as you see here in the table.
Even the metals, I know already. I see it's a little bit
It's
heavy, and the metals
heavy.
are different.
Exactly.
It's not a wood now.
No, this is it's now different. We go to the high level of collector.
Nice.
Yes, I think Hussein is at the highest level
The
of
highest
collecting
level,
right
yeah,
now.
he's at advanced level. Advanced level. That's why I notice even the collections of the airplanes are huge. The metals, the weight. But I will go through this in details later.
Yeah, sure.
But because we are curious to know more, like you got your first airplane model from Souq Al Mbarakia. It
Yes.
was made of wood.
Yes.
So when you got it and you mentioned to us like you're thinking about the design, how do you like designing the airplane? Like you have some certain computer, certain programs, you're thinking about the design because you are an aviation engineer.
Yes.
Maybe
Yes.
you are always thinking about the details.
Exactly.
You're going to always in the details. So tell me more about the design if I want to be a professional in this field.
Yes, actually, like these models, I got it in a stock, as you know, made of wood, which is in a vintage shop. Vintage shop, they sell it as in stock. But it depends of yourself. So if you wanna like develop this hobby to you, you need to search, you need to actually, I use my experience in the SolidWorks.
In aviation.
Yeah, in the
Yes.
SolidWorks and the design, computer design. So I ask myself a question: why I'm not designing? Because all these plane models are come from brands, international brands. They made these models. So I ask myself why I'm not doing for myself, or actually customized model. As you see here, there is a one customized. I made it.
You made all of it by your hand, handmade.
Actually, this Boeing 777-300 for civil aviation, which is civil aviation in Kuwait. It's not an airlines company.
Yes.
It's like a
Governmental
yes, sector.
yes.
But I did it for like to be.
So this is your own design.
This is my design.
You get the airplane stock.
Yes.
And you put the colors and the design, everything.
Everything.
I was working with a Photoshop program and illustrators and the designs, SolidWorks. I designed the sizes and I put the livery. Actually, even the livery and the flag, I put it in the models.
I noticed the logo of the civil aviation also,
Yes.
the arrows.
Yes, the arrows, I got it from Google also. And I put it like in a specific design to be in a nice plane models. Then I sent this design to the factory in China, and they edit something because they said this color not good for plane models and this color
Right.
reflects.
Choose another color.
Yeah. Also, this models it has electrical lights inside.
Nice.
It work with the Type C of. But unfortunately, we don't have power bank now.
Of course.
Actually, if we connect the electrical stuff with it, it's gonna be showing the lights. I'm the first plane models collector who did this to put the electrical stuff inside the plane models. It's not just the plane models. Also, you can put it at home with the lights. You can put it in Douaniya, for example.
Any
office.
place.
Any place.
Suitable any place. Any
Exactly.
location.
Also for offices, you can connect it with a cable, USB cable. It's gonna be work for 24 hours, not switch it off.
Nice.
Actually, in my home, I put it with a TV. Once I
Wow.
switch my TV, it's gonna switch on.
With it.
Yes.
So I want to say to the dear viewers, so this airplane model, dear viewers, from DGCA, Civil Aviation, it created and designed by Mr. Hussein Al-Hazza, the aviation engineer. He's working in this field all his life. This is his passionate. He created this kind of airplane model with the design, with the colors, with everything. But we are very curious, Rita. I am thinking about the process, the steps.
Exactly.
Like he already mentioned in the finishing, how he already connect from our friends from China. They give him like some instructions. But the process, to create this airplane, it's different.
Because I'm seeing a lot of details in each and every airplane, and the fact that you were able to design and actually go through with building your own one till we have it here with us today. What's the process? How did you start? Did you have to start with a program, for example, on a computer and then go from there?
Any design need to be sketching by pencil and paper. You need to draw it. Also, the experience of aviation to play roles, also to design the wings, also not to put any wings, not to put the nozzle and the landing gear, and nose landing gear, and the main landing gear, how it's going to be. Also, the shape of the engines, how it's look like. Also need to sketch it first in the paper. After that, you need to draw it in the computer as the experience of drawing design. Once you're drawing the computer, they go with the level of scales, because as we know, these types of aircraft models, it has a scales that starts from 500 until 100. Each scale, it has details, it has specification. Also for specification, this type of aircraft is Boeing 777-300. For specification, this type, I put the scales 1 to 165, 100 to 165. I also take care about the size of the real aircraft. I'm not just designing aircraft for anything. No, I need to design exactly same as reality. If I have Boeing 777, for example, if it's from nozzle to the tail, about 50 meters, so statically I need to change it to the scales to be exactly same as the real aircraft. So I got the size of these aircraft models 1 to 165. which is give me the real size of
So
it.
this is like we call it about the scale.
Yes.
Right.
So when he mentioned about the scales 1 to 200, 1 to 400, 1 to something, so he mentioned about the airplane model, and he already asked about the process.
Yes.
But you notice if you being professional in this field, Rita, you have to spend too much time.
Exactly. I think you spend most of your day at the airport.
Actually, it takes time. It takes time
Definitely.
actually because you need to manage also your work in the aviation field and your hobby, and the design also takes time. Also communicate with the factory in China
course.
to get professional designs. I don't need to get a professional, not to get all the design of aircraft. Anyone can make aircraft. Any factory can make a design of plane models. I think you saw it in travel agents, some airplane models.
That's right.
Yeah.
Did you ask yourself what is the difference between this and this? Actually, the one in the travel agents, as the people see it, generally
All the time.
it doesn't have any details. It's just a shape of resin.
Stock.
Right.
Yes, stock actually. You know, like a factory, they made it for different, for multi-purpose.
Multi-purpose.
Yes,
okay.
not for hobby. It's a different when you
Definitely.
use it for hobby and for multi-purpose, for just to put it in a table or for to show people. Actually, unfortunately, most of people, they just take care about the shape. They don't care about the details. That's make me sad.
It's okay.
Yeah.
But the good thing, like you, a person like you are, we are investing, you are with us in the studio, you just like to aware us, to share with us, like this is like a certain things, it's like a details,
Yes.
have the people, because you are interested in this field,
Yeah.
we are investing, you are with us, so we know already. That's why we are thanking you.
Thank you.
Of course, and I learned more about the details due to him explaining the logos, just everything to do with the airplane. It's definitely not a generic plane like the ones
Yes.
we see at the travel agents.
Yeah.
But since we're speaking about you spending a lot of time at the airport, how has that influenced your hobby?
Well, actually, that's influenced me to know about how can design the aircraft, how can I choose my aircraft model, such as if I have too many, like 100 pieces of plane models. That's helped me to know the livery, how to choose the livery of the airplane models, the antenna of the plane models, the landing gear of airplane models. How can be like exactly same as reality? I work in aviation field actually to see that, like every time I see the aircrafts, I got the sometimes I see the landing gear of the real aircraft. Okay, this is one point need to be in the next for a future customized model, or this point need to be in my future customized models. And also the logo play roles also for plane models, not just for a logo, also the livery of the seasons. So sometimes I saw one of the Kuwait Airways aircraft. It has a season for February seasons. Okay, they put the logo on their body of the aircraft.
In the season.
And this for the season. This is actually to make for models worthy.
Worthly.
Yes, and these models become worthy, and next time when I customize, I need to put this logo actually.
It's like a challenge for you.
Yes,
like
a challenge for me, and also most of the companies, most of factories, they do the plane models. They do it actually. For example, last time for FIFA World Cup, actually for one of the
Qatar
FIFA World Cup,
2022.
yeah, they make a copy of it. For season for copy. Also, if we have for Riyadh season for Saudi, they put also the logo. It make worthy for the
like a limited edition.
Exactly.
Of course, why they make limited edition? Because this season not gonna be same as next year, not same this year. It'd be different logo, so this be worthy. Also, the company who made this models, they make a limited edition, such as what you have here, Airbus 340-500.
This one.
Yes, it is Amiri fleet, actually. This is 120
His
piece.
Highness the airplane, right?
Yes, it's 120 piece in the world, and this is one of the 100.
One from 200.
The world, they made 120 pieces.
120
pieces. Yes,
Yeah.
this is one of them.
This is one of them.
One of them, yes.
Nice.
This is one of them. Actually, when the factory made it, they made it for limited edition. Also, other factory, they did same, but what? With the different scales. This scales is 1 to 100, and the other scales is 1 to 400. Actually, the scales need to know the scales. What is the scales? The scales that mean the volume of the airplane models. Like when it says 100, 1 to 100, that means 200 times of this volume is giving me the real volume of aircraft.
This one, like this is similar like this one,
This
right?
is exactly the same, but different scales. This is 400.
Okay.
As we say, this is 400. And this is 200, like 400 times, same as this size, it give me the real aircraft. And this one, 200 times, same as this size, it give me exactly same real aircraft. Of course, we need to care about the type of aircraft.
Yes.
This is called Airbus 340-500, different than when you say Boeing 777 or Airbus 320. For example, also we have the Gulfstream here. The Gulfstream G65. No.
This one in the front.
Gulfstream.
Okay.
And a reel from nozzle to the tail about 31 meters. 31
Yes.
meters, which is when you make it smaller, it give me 120. One scale to 1 to 100. 1 to 100. That means 200 times of this volume of this type of aircraft, it give me the real. You said to me, why is this is 200 and this is 400?
400. But I want to ask you something.
Yeah.
I'm already grabbing this one, the airplane models. Just try see the weight.
Way heavier than I expected.
Yeah, way heavier.
Yes.
And it's a little bit heavier, and also the details here, like it's like a real airplane.
Yes, about 99% same as real aircraft.
Wow.
And just want to mention here that these details also useful for the students who studies in aircraft maintenance or the people who get the courses of aircraft body. Most of the schools in the Gulf, actually, they order from me like this type of models because they wanted to teach the students who want to learn of aviation maintenance. Because it's easy for an instructor to teach the students about the engines, about the logos, about the beacon lights. Also, when you see in the top, there is a radar and the beacon light.
Yeah, I can see from here.
That's also one advantage of for the hobby, to teach the people about the aircraft. You know what was the first question they asked me when I joined to the School of Aviation?
Which is what?
That was how the aircraft fly, or how the airplane models fly. Then I was surprised. The question was easy, but how can I answer it?
Yeah,
Exactly.
It's like steps from one to infinite.
Yeah, about aircraft, the real aircraft, about 100 tons by 1 minute, it's gonna be like a bird, you know. Actually, this is play roles in the studies, not just for hobby. Also, only for studies, we can put it for vintage, or also the scales, also type of statics that people who doing the math in the school, also they got the statics about the scales.
Nice. So this is like the topics you're already sharing with us, to the viewers who's watching us through the KTV2. Interesting, too many good informations. I am very excited, Rita, to know more about it. But I know, like in our show around Kuwait, we have also, because every time we have different things to talk about. Now we have like a short break. We'll talk about now, because we're doing outdoor exercises.
Exactly.
The weather becomes very nice, and we have to give some like sport tips from our colleagues also.
Definitely, the weather is getting way nicer, Aziz, and it's giving us an opportunity to actually go out and exercise out in the open, which we wait for every year here in Kuwait. But dear viewers, of course, we need tips from professionals on how to exercise and what suits our bodies and even our lifestyle. So we're going to be viewing this segment from Badr Lidwaysan about coaching and fitness, and we'll be right back.
Today we want to talk about the gym itself and the way of working out. There's a lot of people, they ask about when should I do cardio, before weights or weights before cardio? there is like a point for this particular question, because if you want to do weights before the cardio, it means you are a bodybuilder, and bodybuilders, they don't need to do a lot of cardio, especially if they want their muscles to grow and become bigger, because a lot of cardio for them, it burns the muscles. So for them, it's good to do cardio after they finish workout. After they do weights, because whenever you do cardio for bodybuilders, if you do cardio before lifting weights, it will burn all the energy in your body, and all this kind of how the doctors, they say, the chemicals in your body, the energy in your body, they just burn it. So you won't have enough strength to do more weights and carry more weights. So this is for the people who doing bodybuilders. So for us as people who trying to have good stamina and trying to be more fit, for you, it's better to do cardio at least for 45 minutes. 45 minutes to 50, that's the maximum, because you don't want to just burn yourself and lose more energy. So after that, you cannot carry a lot of weights. So, but after that, you will start to do a lot of repetition on your weights. It's better than doing heavy weights, because really you don't need that. So yeah, that's answered the question. Whoever like think about, if you're thinking about building your muscles to make it bigger, I'm not going to talk about stronger, no, bigger. It's good to do weights before the cardio. But before you do and carry weights, you have to warm up at least for 10 minutes and stretch up your body and try to prepare your muscles to lift weights. So, but after you finish that, also you do another like 10 minutes, 15 minutes to maximum to also burn, say, the water in your body, and try to make your muscles more shredded. So yeah, as a bodybuilder, they do weights before cardio, and for people who are trying to be more fit and they want to increase their stamina up, they do cardio after. No, sorry, they do cardio before they do weights. So you do weights, you do cardio for 45 minutes to 50, whatever cardio you want to do. You want to do elliptical, you want to run, you want to join one of those classes in the gym, you want to do biking, you want to do cycling, steps. There's a lot of classes you can do for cardio. So, and after that, you will start doing your weights, whatever in your schedule. Do repetition. You don't need to do a lot of weight, because at the end you will hurt yourself and you will exhaust your muscles. So repetition, good technique, good breathing. Of course, this is the most important thing, that you have to fix your breathing so you can let all the oxygen goes inside your body and strengthen up your muscles, because oxygen will like give you more energy if you breathe in the right way. So at the end, as I said, bodybuilders, they do weights, then they do cardio, and then the people who's like trying to increase their stamina, they do cardio, then weights. Got the point? Thank you so much.
We are still in our show around Kuwait. Dear viewers watching us through the KTV2, usually in our show around Kuwait, we are sharing to you about the different topics, different events, different occasions, and even different reports. That's how I would like to thank our colleague Badr Dwaisan for showcasing more about the healthy lifestyle, the sports, and even more. Now back to our distinguished guest, Hussein Al-Hazza. He's already an airplane model collector. Mr. Hussein, we spoke before the break about the airplanes.
Yes.
But I am curious, because you are an aviation engineer, you're being in the field, in the sites, and you have the real one around you, and you're doing maintenance, checking the papers, everything. because you are in the site, in the field, and you see the real actual airplane around you from any nationality. So you check the corners, you check everything around it. That's why it makes you like motivation to create your own airplane design?
Yes, of course. It's this plays to my experience of drawing designs, like for wing tips, also for the aircraft, for the shape of the aircraft. How can get the real one to the models to be in my part of my collection to be exactly same,
accurate,
not more than accurate. I need to be like more than accurate. For example, as I mentioned to you, is Airbus 340. This type of aircraft, I'm not designing it, but the factory who designed it, actually, I think I'm very sure he has experience in aviation, because he get it like exactly same as about 99% of the real aircraft. This aircraft 340-500.
Nice. So Rita, he already spoke about this airplane from His Highness the Emir airplane. It's the pieces have 120 pieces around the world.
That's
so
right.
he have too many like rare collections also.
Definitely. And you mentioned in the beginning of the episode that you have over 1,000 planes. So I'm guessing some of these are super rare. Can you tell us about the rarest airplane that you own and even have created maybe?
Yes, airplane models of this Airbus 340-500. This is the amazing one. I have it and I really like it. It's my special actually. Why it's special? Because first of all, because it's from the Amiri fleet actually, and it has the logo of Kuwait logo for Kuwait States, and the shape of the landing gear, and the engines. Also, if you see the engines, it has a logo of Kuwait.
Yes,
Kuwait logo.
Here.
Yes,
here.
Right.
yes.
Here.
Also, the antenna. If you see the beacon light and the radar on the top of the body.
Here.
No, in the body. Yes, this one.
This one.
Be careful, it's sharp.
Yeah, sharp. Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
And also the wing tips. Also the wing tip. Actually, for engineer people who work in the aviation field, they focus in these details.
That's right.
Why I say wing tips? Because it's important. And the beacon lights on the top of the body, it's important. The antenna, also, but landing gear. The landing gear, I mean the tires. Also, some people not know about landing gear, which is the tires down. We have, they call this the main landing gear and the nose landing gear. Also, the more specification is the scales of the models. This is actually, that's why I have the two scales, 1-200 and 400. I already mentioned what is the mean of the scales.
Exactly.
To be familiar with it.
Nice. And also, instead of the airplane models, you have also the Kuwait Air Force also models. You have like, we call it the from the military. You have certain collections. Let's talk about it, the one in the middles here. You brought to us like what we called Free Kuwait, this one, and this other one is like the Kuwait Air Force KF logo on it.
KF means the Kuwait Air Force.
Yes.
These also has names. As you see, the most plane models collectors, they have the commercial stuff. Commercial airplane models. For the die-cast, we didn't mention about the resin yet. I get the parts of the die-cast also with the fighters. Also the fighters, it has more specification, more details than aircraft models for commercial. Why? Because it has other parts.
Okay.
As we said, this die-cast, fully die-cast airplane can be 3 types. Die-cast,
okay,
which is for the commercial. We can use it for commercial. Fully die-cast,
okay,
and can be resin,
okay, resin,
and can be mixed resin and die-cast.
Okay.
How it gonna be resin and die-cast? Some parts of fighters, like fully body, it's made of die-cast, and the rockets down here, it's made of a plastic or resin. We call it resin.
So
also
mixed.
Yeah, it's mixed actually. That's why when you get this from the stock or from the auction or from somewhere you got it, because it's that maybe not maybe. This is very sure. The Skyhook of Kuwait Air Force is a real models. Also, the Eurofighter Typhoon for Kuwait Air Force is a real models. These come in a box as a backing. It's come like a pieces. You built it by yourself.
Nice. like separate parts.
Yes.
Rita, and you have to collect it by your own self.
Definitely. And while you were actually placing, especially the one in the middle, the Kuwait Air Force one, there were pieces that you were able to move and remove, and I thought that was very interesting.
Also the pilot, it's removed. Yeah, also the pilot of the cockpit inside, it can be removed.
Yeah, I can see there is small, little tiny pilot inside.
Yes, you can take it off and get it back again. Also, it has the two position, takeoff position. In the box, it has a takeoff position and stand position. And also these aircrafts, it has these models of aircraft, it has a stance. If you want to keep it in a stance, or if you want to keep it on the table like this. And these models actually, I like it because it take me to the other world. To the other world, how? To the war, to the history, to the something happened. For example,
so every piece have its own story.
All plane models, it has stories, not just every. For example, if I said for you, like this 747 Kuwait Airways. You know what they call Kuwait Airways 747 in generally in all world?
The meaning?
We call it the Queen of the Sky.
Wow.
Queen of the Sky.
Okay. Any 747 we call it Queen of the Sky because it has like a special maintenance and the history is stopped now. The factory of in the real factory of the real aircraft, they stopped doing the 747. Actually, we're back for the aircraft of fighters. If I join it to the history, I join to the F-18. F-18, that mean this type of aircraft participate of on Kuwait.
People are interested in this field.
Yes.
I noticed something, Rita, because you already is sharing to us and you already discussed about the types of the air models.
Yes.
This box, he made it by from your hand, right?
Yes.
Handmade.
Yes.
It's like actual carrier with the lighting. You made it by yourself.
Yes, this is acrylic box actually. It's come pieces. I join it together by the corners. Okay. And also says about the background pictures.
Background, the carrier.
Yeah, the carrier. Also, this is designed by also for engineering drawing programs.
Okay.
I designed the parking of aircraft. You were gonna ask me about the light also.
Yeah, the lighting.
This light from toys. My kids' toys. Yeah. They throw it in the rubbish, but then I cut the lights. I take it off and do like electrical circuits down. And it gave me like this shape because if I keep it in the stand, any aircraft models, I keep it in the stand, it's not gonna be like common.
People don't felt it like this one is made it more actual.
Like my friend, he said to me, I want to go inside. I said, why? Because I feel now the aircraft is really under my hand now. Also useful for the photographer. They like this type because they take position of the aircraft. That's why. And I really like it to put it in a corner of the douaniya or corner of the room, corner of the office. It's better than common shape, which is with the stand. Nice. I like it like this.
Nice. You see already, Rita? Styles, ideas, handmade, collections, rare items together.
But I can see how much passion he has speaking about each and every airplane. So I think I'm going to ask him a very hard question.
Yes.
So which one is your favorite, or which one are you more passionate about, and what's the story behind that?
Well, you like commercial or fighters?
You pick. You pick.
All right. So actually, I like the real one also. The real one, Airbus 350.
Okay.
This is a real model actually. You see it, it's a normal aircraft. No, but the type of the aircraft, the design is Airbus 350. We don't have it in Kuwait here actually. There was an order. That was, I think, in 2012. Then they stopped the order, and the factory of plane models, they made it. So they made it limited about 5 to 6 pieces only in the world.
Nice.
I got the one of them. 5 pieces.
One hand.
5 pieces.
Five pieces.
In the world, not in Kuwait, on the world.
Okay.
On the world.
Okay.
So that's why it's become real models. If you said about like other type of aircraft, I like also I have same with this one. Real models also Dreamliner 787, but it's not with me right now.
Yes.
It's in my little museum at home. And also I like plane models. I like C-17, which is for Kuwait Air Force also. C-17, I mean this one.
This one. Okay.
Yes.
This is C-17. This is scale 1/500.
Okay.
1/500.
1/500.
Yes, which means 500 times or 500 times of volume. Give me the real aircraft.
The real actual one retail.
Exactly.
So this is like the rarest one. You see, the wings are like a little bit like half corners, half
Very
shades, folding.
special.
Wingtip.
Wingtip.
Yeah.
And Aziz, if you notice, I asked him about his favorite one, but we spoke about many, so I can tell how special these are to your heart. But
Actually, all of them are special to me. I can't say this is a special because I like them, all of them. All of them I
Yes.
like it. Yeah. For example, if you said to me like you like this one or this one, especially it's same design, same type of aircraft. It's Airbus 330 and this one Airbus 330, and this is Kuwait Airways and Kuwait. So what is the difference? Both of them I like it. The different is the logo, only the logo.
The
This
logo,
is a logo.
the Kuwait
Yeah.
flag.
If you see the Kuwait flag here,
Yes.
and 65 years of istiqlal, okay?
For the independence.
Yes, and he says
Liberation.
He say يا وطن كنا نحبك, which is mean we love Kuwait.
Our country, we love you.
Yes, and this one it doesn't have anything, but it has different thing. It's IATA,
Okay.
IATA logo. Same aircraft, same airlines, same colors, same material, same everything.
Only the logo.
Yeah,
And
but it has this one has special livery and this one special livery. So I like them. Both of them I like them.
that's
Both
right.
of them I like. Actually, also this one it's not available at all at the world at the stocks of the factory in the world. Like the factory when they made this, like made it for a long time ago, about 10 years, 11 years, 12 years, and they stopped it. And if you are like a good plane models collector, you get it first.
Nice. So I have something in my mind. So
Yes.
our guest Hussein Hazza, I like this airplane model. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm come to you and I want to buy it. Do you sell it? Do you make it as a business, or you just like a hobby? If like a person like me, I want to buy this one.
Yes.
So what you will gonna say to me? You will say like it's a hobby or a business?
Actually, I'm not gonna say it's a hobby or business. If I have it, so, but most of my aircrafts I don't sell it actually because
Yeah.
it's limited.
Okay.
Some aircrafts I have it, I sell it for people.
Okay.
Some people ask me they don't wanna with a stand. They wanna like a special with the acrylic box with the LED lights.
Okay.
I can made it by my hand. They can order it from me. I can made it for them actually. And
So like you are going now to make it as a business.
it's already business. Already I get it as a business, but not for airplane models.
For the design.
For the design actually. For like if want to make a business, like anyone can get it from outside
company.
or any company.
Ordering.
Yes.
Yeah, but because I'm a specialist, so these companies give me like a special order or special quantity order, and to start the business. I already start the business to sell these plane models. Also, these plane models, it has a brands.
Yes.
The brands, which mean the factory who did it. Most of them from Taiwan, China, United States, and I think Italy. Italy, especially for the Hobby Master, which is only for military aircraft. And when you ask me about some aircraft, you sell it or not. For example, if you ask me about the 350,
This one, yes.
if I want to
think
buy, if you give me whatever, and I will never give it to anyone because it's specialist, and this is limited about more 5 pieces in the world. I only have one. So some aircraft models, don't chat with me about it.
Don't even think about it.
Don't think at all. Because I put it also in my home. I put it in a special case. This is wrong one now. I'm doing now acrylic box for it. You know, I put it acrylic box so to keep it in a safer place. Yeah.
No
I
scratch.
That's right. I think it's really important to be able to preserve those very rare airplanes that you have, because I can tell you're treating them like your kids at this point. You know, you're not letting go of these airplanes, not trading them or anything.
No scratches, nothing.
Nothing, right? I'd be scared to touch that one, Aziz.
You see me when I put it in I put it by myself. I like some people, they said, I want to help you, I want to help you. I'm not mean about here, not in other stuff. Like for example,
Yes.
in some expedition, when I work, I said to them, no, I know how to make it, because any wrong place, put it, maybe it's gonna be broken. For this hobby, airplane models collection, it has also advantage and disadvantage.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you know, because our guest Hussein Al-Hazza, I know like this kind of field, it's huge. And too many things we'd like to talk about. We are very excited, but we can say all the time, our guests, like good times run very fast. We didn't build the time. Thank you so much for joining us, but for sure we'll be here again. We'll talk more about the other things of the airplane, okay?
For sure, inshallah.
Thank you so much for being with us, Hussein, especially for taking us into this beautiful world of aviation and showing us all the details. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me today, and to have a chance to explain for the people about type of this hobby, such as aircraft models.
Nice.
Thank you.
So dear viewers, we guess now we reached the end of our episode for today. Hope you enjoyed today our segment and the topic about the airplane molder. Already our guest was Hussein Al-Hazza. He's already an airplane model collector enthusiast. See you next time. Have a good day.
Thank you for being with us this evening, dear viewers. Of course, we'll be back with another amazing episode of Around Kuwait. But till then, have a great day.